We got ourselves Advo first up versus Anto. Anto already popping off at the beginning. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance, wings and everything, but it's going to be trying to blast it through the Shield of Vengeance that quickly. Advo trying to see if he might be able to recover, boarding away. Anto trying to see if he can hide from the demons. It looks like he's just going to get surrounded, trying to see if he can just flash and let himself fighting through the onslaught. Trying to keep himself alive in a bay. Judgment's going to throw it in. Looks like he's going to focus in on one of the Fel Guards. The Wrath Guard in particular. Advo pulling him back for a second just to give it a bit of a heal. With the turn, Evil going to send one of the pets away. It looks like it's going to be the main pet getting sent away. Andrew isn't using that fear in order to get aggressive with Advo. Actually, last time, Andrew did this with, I think it was Kylie? I think it was a Kylie, the Warlock. They were kept fearing their imp. And the imp would dispel the Paladin Hodge immediately. So it was perfect. More to call into Anto, fewer to follow. Anto does power Blessing of Protection, which normally wouldn't work against the caster class, but with Demonology Warlocks in particular, quite a huge portion of the damage is physical, so you deny the damage with the Demon Doggos, as well as the damage with the Wrath Guard, Fel Guard. So actually, Blessing of Protection ends up being quite a valuable defensive to use against the Warlock. Going to be Advo, trying to see if he might be able to deal with this. It's going to be stunned. Does Anto have the burst ready? Looks like he's focusing on one of the imps for a second. That's going to be a bubble out of Anto. Flash cut for Advo. Anto might be in a tight spot. Already used Blessing of Protection and bubble. No Shield of Vengeance. Does he give up? Oh, Anto, you can't give up. Whatever happens, happens. You don't give up. Don't surrender. I think honestly, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. I think it's best to just keep on trying. You're a Paladin. You could pop some wings. You got that coming back up in 15 seconds. Seraphim, Shield of Vengeance. You actually got himself a go. And Anto, actually, if you pay attention to him, you might see this Paladin shimmer very, very soon. He is running Vengeance Aura, which does give him a little bit of a stacking buff every time he gets crit by any smaller hits, like pet attacks or pet abilities. Advo with a dot. I guess Warlock's Demon doesn't really have a dot, but like normally if you had a dot class, any one of those little hits, all those crits stack up for a big set of wings. It's going to be a big old auto attack, huge damage. Wings are up right now for Anto, trying to see if he can make a play. Potentially could have himself the Crusader stack up. There's going to be massive damage on the Advo. Oh my goodness! I am glad that Advo kept fighting, even though it felt like, man, I'm fighting against the Demonology Warlock. He just popped to his coolness, but I'm glad he kept trying with error. He's still dying. He's just taking the momentum of the damage set up by Advo, and it's going to be Diva both back to back. Does Metamorphosis on top of Advo, trying to see if he might be able to shoot right through him. Error already takes so much damage. He just joined the duel, fearing out of his darkness. Looks like he's going to trinket, trying to stay in darkness as best as possible. They're going to be out in the open for a second. Advo was stunned around the corner. Is this it? Is he going to take him out here? Is this going to be over? Error? No health whatsoever. Oh my God. He had those pets out in the open, already still empowered. And Advo's looking for a bit of a re. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Varima going to be up next. Stun onto Varima as he got himself a Berserk onto Advo. Big bleeds are rolling in. Advo might be in big trouble. That's going to be all those bleeds, all those dots just melting, pushing right through the flesh cap. That barrier not really doing too much protection. Mara to call onto Varima as he still got Berserk rolling. Berserk phase gives him a lot of resources, a lot of back-to-back bites, a lot of pressure, a lot of damage. Easier time maintaining all their dots too. Quick fear onto Varima for a second. Advo's just looking to CC the Pharaoh as best as possible, trying to set up for a Death Spinning Bolt. He's going to have to break through the Flesh Cut first before he's really able to get a lot of damage through Varima into the health. As the Pharaohs just continue to switch form, trying to keep himself mobile. Might be a gateway for Advo. It's going to be a gateway. Definitely just to send in the pets and use as much pet CC on Varima in order to try to deal with the Pharaoh as best as possible. Drain life for a second, maim, mortal, potentially could be big trouble for Advo. Does summon a second Wrath Guard, or Frail Guard rather, trying not to get kicked by Varima, was able to dodge it. It's going to be a batch for a second, worst up for a moment, does get himself a small heal, trying to get himself a Tyrant rolling. Varima might actually be in trouble with that Tyrant. There's going to be all the pets in power. The Tyrant can get himself lots of blaster damage. And if Advo can maybe just get himself a Decimated Bolt around the corner onto Varima, he might be in a good situation. Varima trying to go for a flesh, going to be an Axos interrupted. The Tyrant that continued to get some damage into Varima. There's going to be a lot of health recovery. They're trying to deny, going to be an interrupt as he's trying to go for a bit of a heal. Varma could maybe be in trouble if Advo can somehow turn it around on him. Definitely needs CC, definitely needs a Decimating Bolt to really make a play here, as Varma is looking for that recovery. He has defenses to work with, potentially Barkskin, definitely a wall. If he can pre-wall some damage, they'll be in a great situation. Gonna be a maim onto Advo. Does he have a stun to follow by the pet? Might need something, anything here to stop the bleeding for a moment. No flesh cut available for a while. It's gonna be more pet stun. into Mortal Coil. Does give Advo a little bit of survivability. Drain life to follow, just trying to get himself as much health as possible. Spamming out Drain as best as he can, just to recover whatever health he can. Maybe he can go for some kind of slow. Varman needs to keep the Feral at bay as best as possible. If the Feral try to get aggressive, he needs to stun him, use the mobility in order to dodge him before the Feral even starts attacking it. Varman tried to see if he might be able to juke out onto Advo. No interrupt for Advo on his flash cap though. I am surprised he didn't get that interrupt. Maybe he tried to interrupt something else. I think he juked that interrupt and went for flash cap immediately. Going to be Decimated Bolt set up. Advo could potentially have a go here. There's going to be lots of pets joining in as well. Tyrant available very, very soon. You can actually chain that Tyrant together with a Decimated Bolt damage. If he can just maybe get himself a stun onto Varman, amp up his pets, get himself some Deep Doggers in it, he could have a decent situation. It's going to be Decimated Bolt boarding as the Feral leaps on him. Potentially has himself a good setup. If he can chain off of a stun and a Mortal Coil, he might be able to make something happen here. Varma does have a chicken backup, so they're trying to be very, very careful with their positional. Going to be Demon Doggers joining in. Wall for Adva. No chicken available. Might just have to port. Might just have to go for a cast. It's going to be Tyrant getting someone up. It's going to be stun to Varma short. It's going to be Tyrant joining in. And that's going to be Bleeds versus the pets. Mortal Coil for a second. Varma could be in trouble, but so is Adva. Just bleeding out profusely. Big bite, but Varma just shunning down the jaws of life and death upon the boy's head. They got to be quick roar onto Tracy, trying to see if he can clone him. Tracy not even given a chance to get a proper opener. Just a quick roar immediately stops him as Varma is looking for a full-blown reset. Varma going for a roar. Do they have maybe a flesh craft? I don't think they do. Tracy could just go for a flesh craft with a couple of regrowths after, right? Could just go for flesh craft if you wanted to. I think he's gonna maybe wait until he gets interrupted. Trinket out Trady might be put himself in a bad spot. There goes the Berserker. He said, you know what? I need to unleash the full damage. I need to take down Varma. I don't want this Feral to take the opportunity to recover. Had to commit a Trinket and cooldowns, which might put him in a bad spot, I guess. Exothermic? Okay, I'm gonna mess up your name. I'm gonna mess up your name for sure. Trying to go for maybe a Ring of Frost. It looks like he's not really able to. Has himself full flesh cup though. If he can keep himself out in the open with the Feral, go for a full Deathborn. Get a couple of Frostbolts back to back. It's gonna be a Cyclone attempt by Tretty. It looks like Exothermic was able to avoid it with a blink, with a shimmer. Did he interrupt it? No, actually, Exothermic might be in trouble. He's got a Blitzing right now. Triple shield. Trying to go for a Deathborn. Potentially big damn. Gonna be a Skull Bash. Oh. Looks like the Frost Mage the whole time was playing, trying to set up, and it just never really got to play the game. Just trying to like, oh, we gotta wait. Okay, I got that cooldown for. I gotta wait now. I gotta wait. Not playing the resolve trick, and I do think it makes it a little bit harder too. Stun onto Trinity. Coco with a full damage. Coco trying to see if it might be able to pop off on a Trinity with a kidder shot, cheap shot. It looks like the resolve trick got absorbed fully into his ages, so that's going to be absorbed. They actually got full value versus Coco. Bash onto Coco. Trinity with the full bleeds. Coco, unless you get some kind of a self heal, does go. I think it burns a sippy cup maybe? No, he didn't. He might need to. Oh, as he went for the sippy, it was over. Trinity just took a big old mean bite of the boy. Oh my goodness. Apple with 2. Trinity taking the boys out 3-0. Damn. Oh my goodness, boys. Well, there it is. All right, let's get ourselves Tagsy and maybe Fanny. I don't know if they were able to put a group together. And maybe we'll get versus Kraken versus Ant. I think we got to get Kraken back in there. Kraken CMQ.